For this project, I'm going to use some paper tubes to cut and fold the tubes to make a starburst pattern. I think when you use these and you print them, it looks a little bit like a firework design. You'll need the paper tubes, you'll need a pair of scissors, and you'll need some colored paint. Since it is a messy project, I recommend that you cover your work area with some newspaper, and you might want to even wear a smock. If it's a nice sunny day, you could do this project outside to keep some of the mess out of the house. When you cut the tubes, you just take your scissors and cut down towards the middle of the tube, leaving a little bit of space in between your cuts. You can make your cuts short, you can make your cuts deep. You can do whatever length you'd like, and then you just fold those back to make your starburst shape. So here's one that I've cut a little bit longer. You can see that when I fold these back, I get a much bigger starburst. So you might want to vary the length of your cuts. Alright, to get started, I'm going to take a piece of white paper, and I'm going to start with my darkest color first. I think I'm going to use my blue first, and I'm going to dip my biggest starburst into it. You might have to use your fingers to press down a little bit to make sure that you get the ends of your tube, or you could use a pencil if you don't want to get your fingers too dirty, to make sure that you're getting in all of the paint. And then you'll use that to press on your paper. Don't worry if you don't print everything completely on your starburst, because sometimes fireworks show up better in some places and not as good in other places. So just take whatever you get when you print. And you can put them anywhere you want. You can even have some of them hang off the edge of the paper. Alright, I'm going to use my next color. I'm going to use red next. And I'm going to dip my tube into my paint. Try to get the whole thing covered. Looks pretty good. And you can either use those inside one of the bigger starbursts, or you can do them on their own in a different empty space on your paper. I'll do that one there. And I think I'll do that one inside. And again, you can have them hang off the edges of the paper. They do not have to be complete. I'm using a piece of white paper. I didn't have a piece of black paper or dark blue, but you could do it on a colored piece of paper if you wanted to make it look more like a night sky. But your colors would need to be pretty bright to show up on your paper. Alright, and I'm going to take my third color and my shortest starburst, pretty good. And again, you can put them inside some of the starbursts that you've already done to layer them. Or you can put them in places all on their own. You want to fill your paper with a lot of exciting lines and colors. And when you think you have enough of your third color, then you can step back and take a look to see if there's anything that you'd like to add more of. You might want to add a little bit more blue, or a little bit more red, or a little bit more yellow, or whatever colors you happen to be using. Alright, and when you're all done, you have an interesting starburst or firework design. I hope you enjoyed that.